Good morning and welcome to Ma'am Talks. I'm Kathy.
Good morning, I'm Anna, and today we're going to be discussing, are you a good driver? Or me or Kathy.
So, I'll ask some questions and we can see from us what
Did something happen that you wanted to talk about this?
Yeah, I got mad at somebody yesterday.
She's
driving.
Happy lately.
I just felt, some people are just so rude on the road and I just got mad. So I thought, I wonder what other things like make you a good driver or a bad driver or whatever. So going over the speed limit, ever done that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I find that if you don't, it's almost like you're going to cause the accident because you're going on the freeway and, speed limit is 65 and people are zooming.
Yep.
Then you go up to 70 and people are still zooming
by you. Go to 80,
you.
they're still zooming by you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
accelerated when the light turned yellow.
No, I'm very scared of that.
I try not to do that. I have done it, but then afterwards I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
No.
Turned or switched lanes without using your turn signal.
No.
I always use mine. My husband use the signal. And I have to say, do you ever, my mom when we were growing up, I still remember her hand. Every time she would stop, her hand would go out. I still do that, even if no one's in the seat.
For my purse, I have to make sure my purse doesn't fall on the ground.
How about not wearing a seatbelt? Always wear a seatbelt.
You have to. The machine, the whatever it's called, passenger seatbelt is not on, or driver's seatbelt.
But it would feel really weird to not wear a seatbelt, wouldn't it?
I guess so.
I mean,
so
you're used to it. Have you read or answered a text message?
Not while driving. No way.
Maybe not while driving. Maybe while stopped.
What I don't understand is, can't you have your phone tell you what the message is?
Yes, mine does.
Really?
My car does. It hooks to my car, and then the car will read my message.
Really?
Yours should do it. It's the same brand.
I haven't figured that out.
It does it automatically. You don't have to do anything.
No, it doesn't. It just says, no, it doesn't even tell me that I have a text.
CarPlay. Don't you hook up to CarPlay?
Is that the little voice? No, obviously not.
Help me. We'll work on this. Okay, eating something while driving?
Yes.
So I remember on my way to work, and I had taken a bowl of cereal, which I know is really weird, and I knocked my hand and it spilled into my lap.
Good.
And I was sitting in milk and it was gross. I had to go home and change, but I just remember going, this was so stupid. So dumb. Done your makeup? Not while driving.
No.
I mean, I've seen
on
people
the passenger side, yes, but not while I'm driving.
Haven't you seen like girls at a stop sign?
Oh.
With the mascara. I've seen that.
Because there's
or shaving. I've seen guys shaving.
No way.
Yes, electric razor.
There's a certain anonymity when you're in your car. You think nobody can see you.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, I think there's a sense of anonymity when you're in your car. You feel like you're in your own little bubble and you can see out, but nobody can see in. And that's not so.
Not so. How about ignore a stop sign? No. Not intentionally.
Well, I try not to.
Not intentionally.
Yeah. I'm definitely afraid of accidents.
Yeah, well. Stop behind another car without leaving enough space between you. I'm pretty aware of that because if you get rear-ended and you knock into the car ahead of you, you're at fault. So I try to leave space a little bit. Taking a selfie. I've done that.
No.
Because my phone sits in a little cradle. Doesn't yours?
Why would you want a selfie while you're driving?
I don't know why I did it. Maybe it wasn't something to post. It was just something funny. Or I don't know why. But if it's sitting there, yeah.
Then you have to find the button and press the button. And
if you're at a stop sign, you have time.
Yeah. And
especially if no one's behind you. And where we live, you could be sitting behind a red light for like 5 minutes.
Yes, you can. It's the longest red lights.
Yeah. Have you ever cut someone off?
No, not intentionally.
And then afterwards, you're like, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Sorry. They can't see you through the windows.
Are you kidding? The way life is now, you are so careful.
Oh, yes.
I mean, road rage is, have you ever gotten flipped off by somebody?
Yesterday.
You don't even know what you did.
Yesterday, somebody flipped me off. Yep. I couldn't see that they did it. My daughter told me they did, but I didn't realize because the lanes were getting smaller and smaller because of construction. and I didn't realize it. And so I apparently got in this guy's way or something, and they flipped me off. And I was like, then that's when I got mad. That's when I got angry.
Is that what caused this whole conversation?
Probably. Oh, how about pick something up off the floor? Like you drop something and you're driving, you're trying to get.
You know, no, although I get nervous because I'm afraid that it'll roll to like where the pedal
And
is
get stuck.
and get stuck.
Yes.
So I try and wait till I'm stopped and, you know, try with the other foot to make sure it moves back. Yeah,
I've done that where I've tried to reach down. If I can't feel
I'm
it
an
right
erotic
away.
driver. I'm always worried.
You're worried without being in the
That's
car.
true. That's true.
Let's see. Gotten so distracted when you were driving, you missed a turn or an exit. I've done that on the freeway where I had to go another like 5 miles
Absolutely.
to turn around, which was
Absolutely.
especially when we would drive down to where my daughter lives. It's like 5, 6, 7 freeways we take to get there, zigzagging. And if you miss one of those, you're stuck. You're stuck for a long time.
Yeah, and you know, what's interesting to me is that they say you get so distracted when you're speaking on the phone. But I've been speaking to a person in the passenger seat.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm distracted by what we're discussing. So yes.
Last but not least, you ever fallen asleep at the wheel?
No.
So
That's an accident.
when I was 18, I think I was about 18, 19, and I lived in the valley here, not this valley, in San Fernando Valley. And my parents, who I was staying with for a short time,
I don't want to be on the road when she's on the road.
They had moved to Marina Del Rey. So you're talking about a
They
30,
were
40
moved to
minute
where?
ride. Marina Del Rey.
Oh, Marina.
So 30, 40 minute at night. So I would get off. I was waitressing. I would get off at like midnight, 1 o'clock. And I remember one time specifically, I remember driving, and I remember for about 5 seconds, I must have just dozed for 5 seconds, and I startled myself. And I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. No more of this driving. No, not done.
I do remember
It's easy to do.
when I visited, my grandmother was dying, and it was down in Orange County, and we live in LA County. And driving home late at night, because I'd have to wait for my husband to get home from work, and then I would drive down, see her, and then come home. And I would literally be slapping myself, opening and closing windows, because I wanted to be sure that I was awake and alert. But that's scary.
And coffee
I'm
doesn't
neurotic.
help. Coffee doesn't help. All coffee does is make you jittery. I don't think it makes me more like awake. And then you put the windows down and it's freezing and noise. I mean, it's just weird. So just don't do it. Just pull over or something. Anyway.
Yeah, but who wants to sleep on the side of a road?
Well, better than crashing on the side of the road because you fell asleep.
Yeah. But I know
Good point.
I know people who've fallen asleep in their car, and next thing you know, they wake up and there's other people in the car.
What?
Yes. Yes.
That's weird.
No, it's not weird. I know one guy
Who would
it
get in the
happened
car?
to. People trying to steal your car. He literally opened the door and fell out of the car. They had pushed him away from the steering wheel, and there was a guy driving his car.
That's crazy.
So he literally opened the door and threw himself out.
Okay. Well, how good a driver are you guys? We'd like to know. Inquiring minds.
Want to know? Yes. I hope everyone's a good driver. You know,
Safe.
an accident can happen in the blink of an eye.
Yep.
And in my mind's eye, it happens all the time. So I try to be very careful.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to click those share and like buttons.
And make sure on YouTube to subscribe to our channel so you'll get all of our wonderful videos and you can look back and see them all.
Yes.
And our website, www.mamtalks.com. Remember, most importantly, to keep embracing getting older with us. Bye.
Bye.